everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. We are here at Cruisin the Coast, and today I'm going to be showing you the registration site. I'm sitting here with Wayne, also known as Doc. Why is it Doc again?
Because I'm the medic. I'm the medic to take care of people if they get hurt here.
See, I know exactly the right type of car that I need to get on. Whether it's a car or a classic or a truck or just a golf buggy, I'm in the right place and I'm sitting down next to the right person in case I get hurt. Hopefully not. But everybody, we are here at Centennial Plaza.
Centennial Plaza.
This is the registration site. Everybody comes here to get registered, to pick up their registration packets as well.
Yep, and there are other sites they go to get their stamp, and we have entertainment at all the sites that we have. We have t-shirt sales. Like I said, we have bands that play.
And all the other sites.
Vendors.
Those are the block parties.
And the block parties where we have all the other stuff. All the cruises. We have burnout sites that they get to do burnouts. We have a racetrack that we get to race our cars at. We have a track that they get to draft in, to draft cars.
Wow, that is a lot of stuff. But before we get more, look at that view, everybody. It's absolutely magnificent.
A picture of the Gulf Coast.
Picture of the Gulf Coast. Now, before anyone can go over to the block parties, before you can start your cruising, the first place you want to stop is at Centennial Plaza to pick up your registration packet, to pick up your card that will then get stamped at each of those sites. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm starting to understand Cruisin the Coast. You know, a couple of weeks ago when I started first looking into it, I was very confused. I said, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I get there? But after being here, guys, it's pretty simple. It's a lot of fun. First stop you want to do is here at Centennial Plaza, pick up those registration packets, pick up your card, and then off you go and you start getting it stamped, because the whole purpose of getting those cards stamped is what, Wayne?
They're giving out $500. And then we also have Make-A-Wish, where we giving away this year a 69 convertible Camaro, and you buy chances for it.
Nice.
And the money, the excess money they make off that, they give to Make-A-Wish, which they give to children with disabilities, to get them to have a dream vacation like the Disney World.
Wow.
And then also we have over 9,400 registered vehicles that are on the coast, and that don't even include all the vehicles that's not registered that's cruising around.
There's a lot of cars.
A lot of vehicles.
There's a lot of classics.
Yes, a lot of classic cars, a lot of hot rods, and just a good time.
A good time, Wayne. That's definitely right. Now, this is Centennial Plaza, everybody. I'm going to try and get you guys some good footage. This is absolutely beautiful with the trees. There's a lot of shade.
This used to be the VA hospital.
Okay.
They took care of the veterans.
Right.
Until Hurricane Katrina hit, and then after Katrina hit, they moved the veterans over to Biloxi.
Okay.
So once they got to Biloxi, then they shut this facility down and remodeled it, and then Holiday Inn bought it out, and now they made a hotel complex out of it. And they have restaurants in here, and they have a wedding chapel in here. You can come get married here, and they have the big pool area with pool slide and river ride for the kids to go through. It's just a lovely facility.
Sounds like absolute fun. And this is not just a place where people come, pick up your registration packet and you move along. I mean, as you can see from behind me with everybody here, I mean, they got ice cream, they got vendors out here as well, they're selling t-shirts. It's another site for everybody to get together, show off your classics and just have a great time.
Yes, ma'am, we have a good time out here.
So this is the big tent?
This is the big tent. This is where you pick up your registration packet right here.
Now, Wayne, how long have you been doing this?
26 years. 26 years. I've missed 2 of them.
Okay.
I missed Katrina, and then in 1999, Uncle Sam probably will fight a war to death. But I've been to every one of them.
Well, so you were going to be the best person for me to ask future participants, future registrants, what is the advice? Because what we did here on the Facebook pages as well is it was very crowded at the registration site. So what is your advice for them? Because it looks pretty good now.
Yes, ma'am. My advice is, even though you can register, pick up the packets on Monday, A through K, and then Tuesday is L through Z. I always pick mine up on Wednesday because you don't have to have the packet until you got to go to cruise sites on Thursday. So you really don't need to pack it. I mean, unless you want to pick it up. So to beat the crowd, I would recommend coming down here on Wednesday.
The Wednesday. There you go, everybody. It does not get better than that. So I'm gonna hop off. I appreciate that, Doc.
Yes, ma'am. Do you want me to take you to someone that's in charge down here?
Sure.
I know the man.
Okay,
All right,
let's
go see him.
We're gonna drive there?
No, we're gonna walk in.
We're gonna walk in? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me grab my bag.
All right.
It's quite the setup over here, everybody. Okay, everybody, so here we are at the registration site, and I'm here with Craig, who's the registration director.
Yes, I am.
How's it going?
Great, fantastic.
I mean, this is a great turnout. After the last couple of years, look at the weather we've got here, the sunshine, the vehicles have been absolutely non-stop, classics from all ranges.
Right. We've got the oldest vehicle we have registered is a 1917 Cadillac limousine. Cadillac limousine, correct.
Wow.
And right now we have 9,560 vehicles registered as of this minute anyway.
Wow.
And they're from 44 states, Canada and England.
Canada and England. Well, where's the Australians? I did hear that Australians do get registered every now and then.
We have. In the past, we've had Australians come out to Cruisin the Coast.
Yep.
Don't know where they are this year.
Well, I'm here, but I didn't get registered. Now, so that is the number you just told me has grown over the last day. Because a couple of days ago, it was around 8,000.
Correct.
That is tremendous. Today is Friday.
Correct.
So we're still getting registrations.
Oh yeah, we'll continue to get registrations through tomorrow at noon when we shut off this year's registrations.
Okay.
But we broke our previous year's record this morning.
Wow.
Almost as soon as we opened up.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you.
That is
yeah.
absolutely amazing. I mean, Cruisin the
great.
Coast. It's a spectacular event. It's very big. It's the biggest that I've been to so far this year. Now, for the last 6 months, I've attended a car show almost every weekend.
Okay.
I've been to some big ones, back to the 50s. That was a very big one as well. But you guys are moving from town to town with the block parties, the number of different bands and the entertainment. This is pretty big.
Well, actually, Cruisin the Coast isn't moving. We're stationary. the people who are here, our participants, they move.
They move. That's true.
Move. So today, I have 7 different block parties going on in 7 different cities across a 40-mile stretch of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Wow. Can you tell us the names of those sites?
Sure. We're in Bay St. Louis, Pass Christian, here in Gulfport at our headquarters. We're in Biloxi at Edgewater Mall. We're in Ocean Springs. We're in the city of D'Iberville. And about 30 miles down the coast, we're in Pascagoula as well.
Wow. So you've really covered it to give. It's also very good for town as well, because you've spread it across all the different sites. All the businesses would appreciate that.
Correct.
Which is why everybody has been so welcoming here.
Correct. We Cruisin the Coast is actually an economic development engine.
Okay.
It was started 26 years ago to fill a void during the slow tourism season here on the Gulf Coast.
Wow.
We were lucky to have experienced casino executives here from out of state at the time when gaming was new here on the Gulf Coast. And one of them said, hey, we do this show out in Reno and it's a really big success. So a delegation from Gulf Coast went out there, saw their show, came back and said, we can do that.
Wow.
We can do it on the coast. So the next year, the very first cruise on the coast was 1996, and they started out with 374 vehicles.
That's insane.
And here we are, over 9,500 vehicles.
Over 9,500 vehicles.
Yeah.
I mean, so many car events, they start off from a car club, you know, some car enthusiasts getting together, and then it just grows.
Right.
But you guys have been very statistical about this. You've taken a very different approach to it, and it has expanded.
Correct.
It's grown. It is run really, really well.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Well, from the organization, from the volunteers, to the police officers and the security. Not that it's needed, but it's just nice to see them there. it's run really well.
Thank you. We
Congratulations.
appreciate it.
This is absolutely great. Now, for everybody who wants to become registered and be part of Cruising the Coast for 2023, what do they do, Craig?
Okay. Online registration for Cruising the Coast 2023 will start November the 1st at our website, www.cruisinthecoast.com. We're open to vehicles 1989 and older only. Okay, they can go to there. We will leave this year's schedule on our website so people can get an idea how we work and what we do, but they'll be able to register online starting November the 1st.
Okay, wonderful. That is perfect. Thank you so much,
Can
sir.
I add something to your
of
cat
course.
pod? You've been around, you've seen everything that Cruising the Coast has,
Yes.
but one thing we wouldn't be able to operate without are all these people you see in yellow shirts. There's only really 4 of us on staff
Wow.
for Cruising the Coast, but I have 700 volunteers.
Wow.
They're all the people you see in those yellow staff shirts, and they are really the heartbeat of Cruising the Coast. They provide the hospitality, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the dedication that makes Cruising the Coast go, and they know the best place to go and find a shrimp po' boy.
Well, you know what? You're absolutely on the money there, because as someone who's first time here on Cruising the Coast, I've spoken to many different yellow shirt members.
Right?
And everybody has been just so lovely, so pleasant, so informative, and I just go up to anyone and ask a question and everyone's happy. And they're all volunteers, so
We're
I
known
thank
as
you
a
as well.
we're known as a great car show, but we take pride in that we're known just as much for our hospitality,
Yeah.
our welcomeness, our open arms.
That's why it's growing, and people are keep coming back.
That's it.
That's it. Thank you so
Thanks.
much, sir. Thank you. The classic car shows are my favorite, and that's why I keep chasing these events, and I'm going to keep doing it, because if you just see the environment around me, you just see the cars pulling up and everybody just sitting down having a great time. Got beautiful music in the background as well, so hopefully that won't cut me off, but it's just beautiful, and especially when you have weather like this as well in such great scenery. It's just amazing. You cannot top it. I'm loving it, absolutely loving it. right, everybody, I do like the themed cars, especially when I was at the Jeep Invasion. I saw so many themed Jeeps, absolutely loved it. There was the Freddy Krueger Jeep from Nightmare on Elm Street, and then we saw the Jurassic World Jeep as well. I got another Jurassic Park Jeep theme here. Tony, this is your Jeep. It's brilliant. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
Good, good. Thank you. I mean, there is so much work and detail put into this, from the fade, as I was mentioning to your husband earlier, to just the different colors that's been used. Where did you guys all start from? I mean, what was the original color of the Jeep?
Absolutely. We bought this, my husband bought this quite a few years ago. It was solid black. Needed a lot of work, a lot of updating. He basically took it down to the metal and has completely restored it into what you see here. And of course, it's an ongoing project.
Ongoing project.
Ongoing project. He painted it himself personally. That's his background, paint and body. So
okay.
He spent probably about 4 years to get it to this point where it is. Everything is hand painted, airbrushed.
I mean, it's just absolutely brilliant, honestly, with especially using so many different colors.
Yes.
That could not have been easy. Do you know, so did he start it off with green at first and then he would have added on the others?
No, what he did was he started with just a concept of what he wanted to do. He wanted it to kind of resemble the Explorer in the movie franchise.
Yeah.
And because you don't see those really hardly anywhere. So he just basically took that idea and went from there and added the greens and the yellows and added the color of the rims and all the little details he's added.
We got the spikes there as well. And that's the clever girl. That's you, is it, Tony?
That is, pretty much. That is, he's added a lot of little details in the back. He has a table he carved out of wood.
Oh, we're going to check that out for sure.
That's got some of the scenes from the movie he took and
all right, come and show me that table.
One side, and then the other side is just some decals he printed.
And that's the beauty of having a Jeep, isn't it? It's so fun. You can just change it to whatever you need.
He loves to have fun with it.
Okay, so what is this?
Here is, and you can probably feel it, he actually carved this out of wood.
Oh, wow.
And hand painted this.
Wow.
As a scene, if you remember the entrance to Jurassic Park.
Of course, those big gates.
Yeah, and he's got the raptors hiding in the bushes here.
And this is a table?
Yeah. It just comes down.
Oh, wow.
And then he did some of that and then clear coated it over the top to protect it.
This is such a great idea, honestly. This is absolutely brilliant. I mean, Jurassic Park is just, it's one of those movies that's just going to stick with us forever.
Absolutely.
I could watch it over and over
here.
again.
It's forever here. And of course, he added some things. He's painted some boxes here, and of course, he carries his tools. And
this is
and
what
all
the
that
goggles? Is this where the goggles would have been?
That's where he's got his speakers.
Oh, that's his speakers. But
he mounted speakers.
Is it to mimic the goggle boxes from the movie?
Yes.
Yep, but they're actually speakers.
Yes.
Wow. Because when
And
you
of
have
course,
a Jeep,
his personalized tag.
Jurassic Park, of course. And that's the thing, if you have got a Jeep, you need to have good speakers.
That's right. That's exactly right, because you hear a lot of the outside.
That's right. Now, Tony, I am going to ask you about the ducks, because one of my favorite things when I was at Jeep Invasion, everybody, earlier this year, a few weeks ago, is the ducks.
Oh my
I
goodness.
love the ducks.
We love the ducks. We've received
around.
a few already. It's very interesting. It's a Jeep thing.
Yeah.
It's basically, if someone likes your Jeep, they duck your Jeep, and it just it's to spread positive smiles, make people happy, just spread the love.
And it was just done by a Canadian lady. That's the story that I learned, and I mean, she only did it a couple of years ago, but it's just gone viral.
It has taken off.
And why not? It's such a neat idea. It's such a positive idea to spread love. And can I open this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, let's have a look here. You have a lot of ducks.
Yes.
I do love the ducks, but everybody keeping to that Jurassic Park
Oh, absolutely.
theme. Look at this. Here is the cane with the famous mosquito that started it all. Love it. Can't be a Jeep without the ducks.
That's right.
And that's very nice too. So the panels here.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
My husband, Stacy, he is the one that actually is the artist.
It's the artist. There we go. Thank you. It's great work. Well, I appreciate that. This is brilliant. And thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
Nice meeting you.
Same here.
Okay, everybody, I will be at the registration site for Cruising the Coast. Saw these two beautiful hot rods and I could not keep walking. I've never seen the hoods like this. Let me show you first and then we're going to have a chat with Jerome and find out how that came to be. The effect that this has to have the hood like this is just never seen it. It stands out. It's absolutely striking. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving every bit of this. Jerome, how's it going, mate?
Going good.
That's brilliant. I've never seen a hood like that.
Yeah.
It's very rare. I mean, for me, it's very rare. And I've seen a lot of hot rods, a lot of different classics this year, but this is very different. All right, what have we got here in front of me first?
It's a 39 Chevy sedan.
Okay.
We built it about 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Got a Chevy 350.
Nice. And how have we been able to do this? I mean, obviously it's been cut out.
Yeah, whenever we built this, my buddy and I, Eric Knight, built the car. And we wanted a one-piece fiberglass hood that would tilt forward.
That would tilt forward.
Yeah, to tilt forward.
Okay,
and
yep.
so we had to order it, and it was going to take about 6 months for that hood to come in.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran around without a hood on it. And then when the hood came in, and
Which is not uncommon.
No, not uncommon. So when the hood came in and we set it on there, Eric thought that just looked terrible because it's covering up all the stuff. So he got the idea of cutting it into flames. And so that's what we did. We cut it into flames so you
That's
can still
brilliant.
see under it.
Because everybody wants to see the engine.
Right.
Everybody wants to see the motor. You know, we've got people who have got the motors with the big headers and then they do a cutout on the hood.
Yeah.
But the 350 still, I mean, I like it. It's a good looking motor as well.
Right.
And often it's covered, unless you're at a car show where you can open up the hood and show everybody. This here is just a brilliant idea where you can still cover it, yet expose enough for everybody to see that. And it just looks brilliant, doesn't it?
We love it.
It just looks great. It just goes with it so well. So how did you do this? Who did this? And
Eric did it. We just drew the pattern out and
Yep.
cut it out with a jigsaw. Then a buddy of ours did the graphics on it, paint airbrushed it on there.
wow. So can you open it for me?
No, it's too difficult though.
Okay. Okay. So we can never open the hood, like, I mean,
No,
not
we
that you would need to.
No, we don't. We
Okay.
just take it off. Is what we do.
It just comes off.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Eric is he? Is that Eric's?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we definitely are going to chat with Eric because I mean, I'm fascinated to be able to do that. And if it was easy, I would have seen a lot more of it.
Right.
Okay. So that's why I am very fascinated. Now, tell me about the restoration project. You've had this for 20 years.
Yes.
What was it like 20 years ago before you started working on it?
Pile of rust.
Okay.
Eric found it, started building it, and I helped him build it. Then I wound up getting it from him, and then we built the convertible.
And how did you come across this? Were you looking for one, or?
He was looking to build a car, and just found a rusted out car that we started with.
Yep.
And this is the finished product.
Beautiful. And we've also got some more graphics here. Brilliant. Jerome, what are these numbers?
That's a keypad.
It's a keypad.
Yeah.
A keypad to open the door.
Uh-huh. It was an
I
option.
haven't seen that.
That was an option in 1939.
Really?
No.
Don't do that. I can be gullible sometimes. That's brilliant. I mean, I've seen the doors with the remote control doors,
Right.
and I've seen a few other ones, and I've seen the push ones as well.
Yeah, we got a remote as well.
But you've got the remote too, but
Yep,
there's a keypad.
Also got a keypad.
You just put the passcode in and
Yep.
boom, the door opens. Now you still have to pull the
Sure.
handle.
Yes. It
Show
also-
us. I won't show the passcode, but I'll stand this way and you can put it in. There you go. And every time you close it, is it still unlocked
No,
now?
Just mash your 2 buttons and it locks.
And it locks.
Yeah.
Well, that's convenient. So you like your convenience, Jerome. What have you done on the inside then in that case?
Oh, we've got AM, FM, CD, DVD player, TV screen in the middle, digital dash,
Oh, you've got a TV screen.
and a TV screen above the top, up there.
Oh my Lord,
And
yep.
the radio controls are right beside it on both sides.
I love it. A classic hot rod.
And then it's got the
It's definitely nothing
Flaming
classic
bow
on the
tie.
inside. And you got the flaming bow tie. And I love the flames there on the door handles too.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. But the fact you've got a DVD player in there, you've got a TV screen as
Yeah.
well. And yet it looks like this. That's awesome. That is awesome. Oh, that's brilliant. Well, I appreciate that, Jerome.
Sure.
What's over here? Let me have a look at the back here. I do like the boots. Yep. 39. There you go. 2 exhausts. Yep. Very nice. My mistress.
Yeah.
I love getting those small fine details about the car that makes it unique to the owner. This is your mistress, Jerome.
Yep.
There you go. That's all right. At least it's got 4 wheels, so we can't say anything about that. Now, is that where they would have filled up in
That's
39?
Yes. Well, no, it would have been
Where would
like
it have been?
his.
Okay. Yep. Well, you've done a lot to this. You've done a lot. Obviously, the body shape is the same as it would have been.
Right.
What about the fenders?
They're the same except for if you see his,
Yep.
it's got a gap there.
Yes.
This one's been filled in and welded.
That's what I thought. That's what it looks
Smoothed
different.
out.
It does look a lot more smoother and
Yeah.
flush, and just to go with that hot rods theme, right? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that, Jerome. Thank you
welcome.
so much. Thank you. Okay, Tony. So, first time at Cruisin the Coast. You're from Texas. This is a big event. Now, it's your first time because finally you've been able to finish off your beautiful classic.
Yes.
What have we got here, sir? What do we have here? What's the make and model?
It's a 39 Chevrolet 4-door sedan Master Deluxe, and it was all silver when I bought it, and the motor went down, so we completely stripped the drivetrain, put a new 350 in it with a turbo 350. Well, no, they had turbo 350, we put a 700R in it,
Okay.
and we put vintage air and a new full electrical system in it,
Wow.
and now it's ready to rock and roll.
Now it's ready to rock and roll, sir. How long ago was that when you first bought it?
I bought it in 2013. It was built in 1992.
Okay. Okay, so they had obviously done stuff to it because they had put the turbo in there as well.
Yes.
But you have done a lot to this as
And
well.
it was all silver, and I got tired of silver, so I painted the fenders the burgundy to change it up. I had all the upholstery redone to change it up. It was all gray. So it's all changed up. I built the console different.
Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Let me just... Wow.
Painted the dash.
Yeah, the
Steering
console
column.
is more modern, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't look at the inside. I live in it.
No, it's fine. The fact that you're driving around this classic is what I love, honestly. Look at that.
The back seat is original.
It's very roomy.
Yes.
I mean, if you were to look at this beautiful Chevy from afar, you would think that it's very compact in the back as well. But when you go in there,
Yes,
I'm loving this. But there's a lot of room. There's definitely a lot of room.
This is the original tweed that came with the car when I bought it. We just added the accents to it. Maroon carpet.
You've done that well with the silver, but adding in the maroon, the burgundy, it's been done really well.
I told my wife the first thing we're getting Cragar wheels for it, because I built a 1937 when I was 14 years old, and I had mismatching Cragars on it, and I told her I was getting brand new Cragars before it ever went to its first show.
All right, well, tell me about Cragars. What's so special about them, and why do you like them so much?
Well, when you're 14 years old, and back in the 70s when I built it, that was the Hot Wheels.
That was the Hot Wheels.
And I'm still
14 at heart.
still 14 at heart, and I still love my Cragars.
Good for you, sir. Now, how were you able to do that at 14? And even this now, you've been able to restore it.
Well, back then we were into Model A's and Studebakers, and my dad owned a gas station, and he drug that 37 in and said, well, son, there it is, let's see what you can do. So I built it, I painted it, I wired it.
Wow.
I don't know how I did it, but
well, you did it, and you did it really well.
yeah.
So let's have a look under the hood. I want to see up close the stuff that you've done to it. Okay.
And that's a stock crate 350 with the vintage air conditioning.
Is this the vintage air conditioning?
That's the compressor for it, yes.
And
That's a Walker radiator.
the radiator, okay.
It's got a standard fan on the motor, and then it's got a pushing fan on the front of it to keep it cool. And it runs real cool in tight parades and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Well, you've
really
modernized
never
it.
gets hot.
Now, you drove this all the way from Texas.
I traded it.
You trailered it, which is understandable. But usually at home, you drive it around.
I drive it around every day.
You drive around every day.
I'm not a garage queen that it sits in the garage and you're scared to drive it.
Yes.
I'd rather drive this than my 2020 pickup.
Oh, nice. Nice. I mean, why not? Why not? This needs to be driven. This needs to be out there on the streets so everybody could appreciate the beautiful Deluxe, Chevy Deluxe, 4 doors. Now, were you looking for a car like this, or did you just come across it?
I have been lucky that 37 that I built, I sold it right after we got married, and I kicked myself just like everybody in the world.
Yeah, we've heard that one before.
Yeah, and wished I hadn't sold it, and I actually been looking for a 37, 39 for 30 years.
Wow, and you finally found it.
And I've been looking for magazines, I've been looking for rust buckets, and you can find 2 doors everywhere.
Yep.
But I have not found a 4-door really anywhere.
Yep.
I mean, I've been looking real hard, but you know, I've been looking through magazines and stuff.
You know, a lot of people would have just settled for getting something else, or even
Yeah.
a 2-door, but you were very adamant in getting the exact same
for
car
for a 4-door.
for a
Yes.
4-door.
And if I could have found it, and well, I would have bought my old car back if I could have found
That would have been a real treat.
it. Yeah.
That would have been a real treat. So show me over here in the back. I always like to see. There we go.
And my old car had the blue dot tail lights, and this one has the blue dots on it.
The blue dot tail lights. Look at that there, Pops.
But then I did ask a guy one day when we were cruising during the day, I said,
Yep.
could you see my brake lights? And he said, well, I knew what I was looking for, but no, you really can't. The thing that saved most people would be your 3rd brake light.
Okay, why? Because these are not so,
They're not real bright.
they're not real bright. Okay, but then this one is bright, right?
So while I was rewiring my stock trailer, I
Yeah.
was trying to think of how I could brighten up the back of my car without changing my car. So I thought, well, I've got a trailer hitch on that car.
Yes.
So I wired up trailer lights that looked like from the back that they're actually built into my bumper.
They actually do, especially from a distance.
Right.
If you look at it, there you go. See, everybody? From there, you can't even tell that it's sticking out at all. and that's what everybody will see when they're driving behind you.
Right. So they're LED trailer lights that looks like they're built into my bumper.
Well, so you've thought that really well, just to keep the safety factor in as well. You've modernized it. I'm guessing you've changed the drum brakes as well, put in disc brakes.
It's got disc on the back,
Yeah.
or on the front, and drum on the back.
Drum on the back.
But if I go to a major show, like an indoor show for 2 or
Yes.
3 days, I take these lights off and throw them in the trunk
Of course.
to where it looks like it's supposed to.
But this is your driver. Back at home in Texas, you're driving this around and you need it to be safe.
Right.
You need it to be comfortable. You've got air conditioning in there as well. It's brilliant, sir. Well done. And I'm so happy that you're able to get the car back from the time you were 14 years old, because that's just amazing.
Yep.
You found it.
I love it.
You found it. Thank you, Tony. It's been a pleasure.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.